This historic rivalry promises an edge-of-your-seat encounter. New York, fresh off a dominant win streak, comes in with their offense firing on all cylinders. But Boston, known for their grit and defensive prowess, is ready to challenge their dominance. Both teams boast star players who can single-handedly turn the tide of the game. So who will rise to the occasion and etch their name in PWHL history?
Coming off a strong game again. Last time out, though, that was a couple of weeks ago. Levis coming back in, got some space, tried to knock something towards 2 power play goals. But maybe more importantly, the fewest power play attempts of any team in the league. Whereas New York's been pretty good on the penalty kill. Both these teams are very good on the penalty kill so far. And it's early, Bridget, but kind of a sneaky chance to change some momentum here for Boston.
And they were looking for another penalty there as Brandt was taken down as she went into the zone, so it looked like maybe it was going to be a 5-on-3. This Boston power play has so much firepower that even though they're below 10%.
Keller starts the rush, second unit on with Rattray, centers a pass for Marvin looking for a backhand, but Downey Landry comes in, sweeps it aside, and starts the rush the other way for New York. Chance here for Boston to set up. Morin comes over near side, down low for Gable. They're looking for their first really good chance here. That got in from Morin, and Schroeder knocks it aside to the far corner. 25 seconds left on the penalty time. Morin again. Once again, it's Gable face-off dot, working away from Norcross, throws it on with traffic there, and then there was a backside chance for Marvin to get a stick on it, but it was just underneath. Rattray comes around towards center, leaves it for Gable, trying to get it through, and it did get through with a lot of traffic in front of Schroeder, but not on goal.
Yeah, Gigi.
And you saw Vespa come right out of the box, but there was nothing there on the other side. So certainly generating there for Boston. 3 shots on goal in the power play, but 0 for 1 to start. And we remain scoreless with coming up on 9 to go here in the first period. Eldridge plays it in a backhand, looking for Emma Woods, trying to come to center, but could not get beyond Emily Brown. Brown comes all the way through, but how about the speed of Eldridge? So we'll see if that power play starts to even out the ice a little bit, even though Boston didn't find the back of the net, but certainly had chances. There's a stretch pass for Mueller that nearly worked, if not for the New York captain, Zandy Hart, who made a good job coming back into the play.
Yeah, Mueller almost was able to squeeze by just in the nick of time, but she ran into one of the best defensemen in the league.
Carpenter swatting at it. Frankel went for it, but it was over her glove. As you said, Cook, who scored a goal against Boston earlier this year for Minnesota. Well, the trade happened earlier this week. First ever in PWHL history. Keller walks the line away from Downey Landry. That one got through wide with Brandt putting on pressure in front. Jamie Bourbonnais lifts it to center.
Good to see Jamie Bourbonnais was okay after she got shaken up towards the end of that last game before the break. She took a hit into the end boards, so was slow to get up, but it actually sparked that she's one of the underrated players on this team.
Downey Landry back in. That got knocked down, but came dangerously through the slot momentarily before Boston's back on it the other way. Rattray coming in. That's a tough angle shot, hit the crossbar. What an effort there by Rattray to stay on possession as long as she did with pressure against her. Comes free, chance for Healy, walking away from Eldridge. And Eldridge plays a pretty good defensive forward as well, lifts it to center. Arcangelo comes in. That's a quick shot that had Schroeder kicking it aside to the near wall. Sandy Hart and LaBella's back there for New York. So it feels like that power play did generate some of the momentum for Boston. Almost kind of gives you that step back into the game that they needed after the first 5 shots on goal belonged to New York.
I think they were gaining that momentum just before they went to the power play.
Norcross works it back for a little bit of a reset here as Bourbonnais brings it in. Pass comes through the middle with Madison Parker. Sets up Hobson. Back for Parker. Gable the closest to her. Hobson, tough angle, was wide all the way. Gerard and Parker first over for it. Bourbonnais walks the line. Throws it on with pressure in front. Frankel doesn't have it. Right on the side of the net, they score! Emma Woods found the rebound. And after 6 shots in a row on goal the other way for Boston, it's New York who takes a 1-0 lead.
This is really tough for Erin Frankel. She has to make this first stop, but then she drops the rebound out in front. So you see her, she's looking for it, it pops off the pads, and it's Woods that finds it first. And really, Frankel was already down, out of position a little bit, not back towards her cage on the top of the crease. She wasn't able to slide back to the post in time, and so that gives Emma Woods that opportunity, her second goal of the season.
Kind of odd when you get the power play so early in a period like that. Well, we'll settle in now here to the second.
And I think they could have done more down low. They didn't find those low seam passes. They got one across, it didn't connect. And that's really where you want to be playing in the power play.
Came through to Brown, who holds the line, throws it on, it got knocked down, rebound try, hit the post! Second one of the game for Boston. That was Hillary Knight with a golden chance that just missed. Another chance for DiGirolamo, comes free at center. And actually, I think Knight reaching for that puck. First, the one-timer controlled by Schroeder. Then Gerard came back into the play, got a piece of it, but it ended up behind.
Taylor Gerard got elevated in this lineup. She started out on the 4th line for this Boston team. She's right now playing with Alina Mueller, which is listed as a second line, really more of a first line with Lauren Gable and Mueller next to her. So she's really been elevated because they trust her playmaking ability, her defensive ability too.
That one comes through, kick save Schroeder, rebound comes free, and Brown's shot was blocked. That was Packer who got in the way of Brown, and then a big hit by, good effort from Joanna Fellman on the near side, knocking down Wenskowski for Boston.
I'm a little bit surprised that we haven't seen as much physicality as we did in the last meeting between these two teams.
Starting to come a little bit maybe on that shift, and we'll see if that builds. Over the 6-minute mark, second period. Again, it's turning back to Boston. Rattray in, just missed. And Keller stops at the line, comes free right in front. Knight was trying to get a stick on it. I'm not sure she ever quite did with Schroeder deep in her net. Another turnover here for Keller. Throws it across, comes free, Rattray. An excellent play by Chloe Arard to get her stick in the way, and that was not on goal.
What a great shift by this newly formed top line with Rattray, Knight, and Tapani.
And now here comes Rattray, who brings it in. Boston set up again. Morin shot, just missed wide. With Gigi Marvin on the doorstep. Schopsel comes free. Her shot, I think that might have hit her own teammate, Rattray. Setting the screen in front against Schroeder. Schopsel once again. Comes down, up high, blocker to side. And frankly, blocker was way up in the air first before it went softly to the ice. Morin once more. Sets up Lauren Gable. Moves away, throws it on with Marvin wide open on the backside. Couldn't connect. 16 seconds to go in the power play. Morin's in, and Schroeder.
Signing players off reserve, making trades, moving up the lineup.
Rock throws it across. And Jaguar couldn't get everything on it. Not a bad setup, though, from Rock, who feels like she is all over the ice constantly for New York. Gerard thought she had a step. Now Gable comes in. Gable has help behind, comes center. New York stick was in there to poke it to the near wall. And Keller throws it right into the ribs of Baker. Pass out for Eldridge, didn't connect. Boston resets. Half a hockey game gone, 1-0 New York here from the Saugus Center. Chance for Gerard, couldn't get the first shot, but got the second one. Loose for Knight, throws it on. Third pipe again, I'm not sure the puck hit that or a player. But another great chance for Knight got taken away. Who's back on it now? Keller throws it on with pressure in front, but Schroeder fought it off with Tapani setting a screen.
Once again, you feel like Boston has just been right around the net.
Rock pins in Frantic, another shot, bouncing through, rebound, what a save! Oh my, Erin Frankel!
And she's
A month ago between these two teams on this ice. With Boston heavily outshooting New York, and New York the team with the lead and eventually the win. Mueller plays it in deep. Good forecheck here from this line. Through the slot, good read on it by Carpenter. And New York is out 2-on-2, maybe 3-on-2 if they go quickly. Eldridge waits, over for Carpenter. It actually hit the skate of Mueller, and she guides it in to her goalie, and here we go.
Wow, it looked like a pretty innocent play going into this stoppage, and then you see that.
So the power play for New York. Boston can't get it out. Bourbonnais holds the line, but this time it's Brandt off the takeaway. Brandt's got a shorty already in her last game, and that didn't go! Oh my! The horn sounded, but that did not go is the call on the ice. And it's Carpenter back in for Eldridge. Plays it across, good save, Franco. In a frantic sequence to 6:59 to go in the third. Eldridge across, right on the doorstep. Frankel's there for the moment. Abby Rock tries to set her up, and it's out to center, and a breath for Boston. Hillary Knight tried to play a pass to center, but got knocked down by Eldridge. This will get across the line, but icing's waved off. 1:22 to go, the net is empty. Good pressure here by Boston. Possession free to Schopsel. Plays it across. That gets tied up. Pass back for Schopsel. Couldn't get her stick on it on the backhand. Keller coming around. Makes a move around Carpenter. Keller shoots and scores! Megan Keller ties it with 1:04 to go in the third.
Megan Keller has done it before. She is such a clutch player. Extra attacker goal, not her first time this season. She had one a few weeks ago, and similar kind of thing. Cycling it up to the point, trying to step in a little bit closer, find a shooting lane. So Keller uses the bodies in front as a screen, uses the New York defenseman Bourbonnais as a screen as well. What a nice wrist shot, too. She's such an incredible long-range scorer, and you see it there. And Eric, I'm happy about that. I was kind of hoping for overtime. I could watch another this far into an extra frame. So I don't think really either team has an advantage here in the overtime momentum-wise, even though Boston just scored.
So 5 minutes on the timer, 3-on-3 hockey. If there is no goal, we will go to a shootout. Brandt creates a turnover, centers up, diving play by Schroeder with Tapani crashing in.
Creation on this first shift already for Boston.
So New York with the face-off this time. Here is Alex Carpenter. Spins away from Keller, got it across. Chance for Shelton, broken up by Schopsel, but still a chance for Shelton. Get it on goal, but Franco was there. And now the other way, it's Tapani all the way in, and a save by Schroeder.
This trio has been effective for Boston. Schopsel, an underrated defender.
Sandy Hart resets. Here is Eldridge coming through. Eldridge got deflected wide. With 3-on-3, there's so much open ice. Even stick plays you have to be careful of because you never know where it's deflecting to, and it's usually deflecting to a lot of open space. Eldridge lost her stick, came to the bench, got a new one before Boston could take advantage. And in fact, ended up just changing out. Mueller recycling, 3:33 to go in the overtime. Mueller is out there with Knight, and here is DiGirolamo coming in. Got wide, DiGirolamo in. Comes all the way around to the near side. Sandy Hart closest to her. Was on that puck for a long while before Mueller will reset. As you see, quite a bit in 3-on-3.
I thought DiGirolamo might have had a chance to slide to Knight, the trailer, as she brought that in. She had space. She had that back pass open.
Here is Hillary Knight coming down the wall. Knight plays it across. Good save, Schroeder. What a stop on DiGirolamo. Alex Carpenter back the other way for New York. Sets up Bourbonnais, and Frankel is there. 2:42 to go here in overtime. Bourbonnais coming around, momentarily lost the handle on the puck, but slides over to Carpenter. Been out there a long time in the overtime. She scores! Alex Carpenter wins it for New York.